listen to Nintendo game music anytime, anywhere. Nintendo Music. Let's go over some updates to the service. Nintendo Music can now be accessed on web browsers, so you can listen on your computer. A larger screen helps make it easier to identify game titles and playlists you're interested in. The Nintendo Music app is also available on compatible tablets. That means you can browse music on a larger screen than you find on a smartphone. You can also enjoy Nintendo Music on the road. With Android Auto and Apple CarPlay support. Music can be selected from your vehicle's touchscreen. Voice control is also available. You can say, play a rainy day, to play music that fits the scenery and vibe of your drive.
Thunderstorms?
From recent and upcoming releases to nostalgic classics, more tracks will be added to Nintendo Music over time. With tunes to match your lifestyle, you can listen to Nintendo game music anytime, anywhere.
Nintendo Music.
Nintendo Music is included with an active Nintendo Switch Online membership.
When you dare to challenge your rhythm, your world might start to feel a little funkier, flowier. You might say things start to feel a whole lot groovier. Rhythm Heaven Groove, available now on Nintendo Switch.
Let's go to Elysium. I'll take you there myself.
Join Rex and Pyra in their search for paradise, now enhanced for the Nintendo Switch 2 system in the Xenoblade Chronicles 2 Nintendo Switch 2 Edition game. Play at 60 frames per second with 4K resolution in TV mode or Full HD in handheld mode. And enjoy in-game cutscenes with enhanced resolution, frame rate, and detail. There are also new outfit designs for Pyra and Mithra. These carry over from adventuring to cutscenes too. And you can control your blades directly in a new mode called Merc Assault. Choose up to 6 blades to send out on each mission. Troops, move out. Best of luck to you. Move and fight freely with each blade, and change which one you control at any time. Combining blade specials is key to victory here. Now you'll see what fire can do. Pile on the pressure with a series of powerful moves to complete these Merc missions.
Clear the way.
Water cleanses all. A new rare blade, Momo, will also be in the game.
Two very different homes.
Swap between 2 forms to change her appearance and elemental affinity.
Give it up!
Keep eye on it.
Xenoblade Chronicles 2 Nintendo Switch 2 Edition will be available on the date shown on screen. Nintendo Switch 2 players who already have Xenoblade Chronicles 2 on Nintendo Switch can upgrade to the Nintendo Switch 2 Edition by purchasing the upgrade pack.
Sorry. Just woke up.
On the Spiralite Islands, treasure is yours for the taking. Enemies will get in your way, but you've got the tools to deal with them. There are all sorts of strange environments, and the deeper you go, the more treasure you'll find. What else
2
lies
minutes left.
below the surface?
1 minute left.
Splatoon Raiders, available now.
Keep yawning. Sorry. Just keep yawning. Off, but okay, let's get her going.
Come, celebrate the second birth of this world's rightful ruler. At the advent of the underworld.
We'll never win the battles ahead without them. We need as many as we can recruit.
Okay.
The Dagdan Empire, a land at the peak of prosperity under the rule of the gods. In the capital city of Daxian, bustling markets, ports teeming with trading ships, temples to the gods, and other establishments line the crowded streets. This is also where the heroic games are held in tribute to Dagda, the Empire's first and founding king.
The heroic games have begun!
It's said that Solel, the current ruler, will grant one wish to whoever wins the games. Those vying for the prize hold strength, determination, and undying convictions they refuse to yield. The story revolves around 4 heroes who have entered the heroic games. Who you choose will determine how the narrative unfolds as they fight for glory. Kai is a young boy living in the peaceful village of Ribera. On his 15th birthday, his father is imprisoned beneath Daxian for crimes committed. In hope of a peaceful life as a family, he sets out with his childhood friends to win the heroic games and save his father.
It's noble. It's pretty noble right there.
Dietrich, ever in search of a stronger opponent, is attacked by an enormous monster while sailing a stormy sea.
Beautiful.
He then washes ashore in the foreign land of Dagda. This is where, between battling bandits and beasts, he learns of the heroic games. To slake his thirst for battle, Dietrich decides to compete in the heroic games with new allies at his side.
That settles it. Time to hit the road. To
Louisiana.
Daxian.
Hailing from the kingdom of Ceramus in the south, Theodora represents a culture that worships the keeper of death and night, a goddess loathed throughout the lands. Swearing to restore the honor of her goddess and defend the faith of the people and the peace of her kingdom, Theodora leads her veteran retainers into battle with the goal of winning the games. A young woman born into prestige and blessed with musical talent, Lita is consumed by rage following her father's murder at the hands of an unknown assailant. Having given everything to seek revenge, she eventually learns of the killer's plan to participate in the heroic games.
Alive! I will kill him.
To bring an end to the man who murdered her father, Lita heads to Daxian with supportive companions in tow.
So interesting.
Sorry, Theodora, but I won't be letting you take the victory today.
If victory is decided by conviction alone, then I think it shall not be up to you.
I have burned to duel you, white-maned demon.
But I'm sorry. Failure is not an option for me either. But that's only because I don't have any choice!
Going into each match, you'll choose your party members and their initial placement on the field. Then, let the battle commence. Each unit's movement range is shown in blue, and their attack range in red.
Pretty simple.
Once all of your units have completed their actions, your opponent's turn begins. You'll take turns moving and fighting across the map as you engage in fierce combat. Victory includes defeating the opposing leader, among other conditions.
Alright.
The 4 heroes and their allies can utilize various means of attack. Swords are straightforward and easy to wield. Gauntlets make it easier to evade attacks.
Here it comes.
Spears deal massive damage to cavalry units. Axes have low accuracy but high attack power. Bows strike enemies at a distance and can deal fatal blows to flying units. And magic is effective against foes with heavy armor. It can also heal or otherwise support allies in dire situations. There are also swords that call down lightning, gauntlets that look like firearms, and other unique weapons to find. Positioning is a key element of combat. When you strike within an enemy's range of attack, they might counterattack. Consider attacking those equipped with close-range weapons from a distance, and get up close and personal against long-range opponents to avoid counterattacks. The terrain can also give you an advantage, while adjacent allies can receive buffs. Take advantage of the situation to control the battlefield in your favor. Combat arts are attacks unleashed at the expense of weapon durability. There are attacks with greater power, longer range, or other advantageous effects. So use them in decisive moments. There are also special moves that consume your soul in exchange for power, called Blaze Arts. Kai releases a burst of otherworldly power from his hand to cast flames in a wide area. After moving, Dietrich's ink-black cloak can warp him to locations on the battlefield that aren't easily accessible. Theodora uses the power inherited from her ancestors to rend the earth and hurl it at foes. Lida plays her Vihuela to buff allies, summon a powerful monster, and more. These special moves can turn the tide of battle, but at the cost of the hero's health points. Additionally, if your allies fall in battle,
I think I need a break.
you can turn back time. After each move, you can rewind to any previous point in battle, so don't be afraid to rethink your strategy if things don't go as planned. Based on their class, such as Shido, who are skilled with swords, Bardingers, who fight on horseback, and bishops, who use white magic, a unit's abilities can change dramatically. The weapons they can wield and their range of movement also vary. Classes are divided into beginner, specialty, and advanced tiers. Beginner classes are the foundation. Gladiators excel in handling weapons. Diviners can wield magic. And Orneus riders can cover more ground. There are 5 beginner classes in all. Specialty classes have more specific abilities. Armored knights boast ironclad defense with heavy armor. Wing soldiers can leap obstacles and cover long distances, while charioteers can strike multiple enemies in a straight line. There are over 10 to attain. Advanced classes are masters of their skills. Cataphracts have the mobility of horses with the defense of heavily armored units. Guardians are skilled with both spears and white magic, plus other classes that possess a combination of strengths. You'll also find the overwhelmingly powerful elephant riders and other classes that fight while astride giant beasts.
You defeat me?
Between matches, you'll have time to get ready for what's to come. You'll receive some useful intel about your next opponent. So use this information while exploring Daxian, or venturing off to improve your team's prowess in battle. The time is yours to spend.
So delicious.
Let's look at some of the things you can do in Daxian.
Okay.
The Arena Plaza is where you can receive additional training once per week in the time between matches. As your skills improve, you'll learn new moves to use in battle and be able to wield increasingly stronger weapons. On match days, you can watch battles between other participants unfold to research your opponents. At the shopping arcade, you'll purchase weapons and tools, or enhance enhance your weapons using materials you've collected. This temple row is watched over by a bronze statue of the Divine Sovereign and is home to 7 temples. Depending on which temple you volunteer in, you'll acquire a blessing to use in battle. These provide effects such as a temporary stat buff, halving the damage you receive, and more. Speak to an exam proctor to take a certification exam. The chance of success depends on who's taking the test and the class they're aiming for. So be sure they have the necessary skills before applying.
To attain the pleasure I seek.
You can also receive quests from townsfolk. Complete them by the given deadline to receive rewards. You never know who might ask for your help.
in this matter.
The Divine Sovereign? Why would someone of your stature be here?
Okay.
You can also recruit powerful warriors you need in Daxian. Even if they turn you away at first, try giving them gifts.
Appreciate it. The spirits
Or invite them to share a meal. That might be enough to win them over. At inns, not only can you lodge and eat, but you can let time pass to gain experience and gather materials automatically.
Looking good.
Characters who've grown close may converse and show their support to each other here too.
Oh, and can I get a raise? Then I'd be psyched to work even harder.
Thanks, Kai. I came here to say I was pulling for you, but it went the other way around.
As your journey continues, you'll gain access to even more facilities.
Remember this for a long time to come.
This is the Pale Raven's Perch, a spot where a mysterious white bird rests its wings. From here, you can swap to a different hero. Progress is saved for each of the heroes, so playing through all 4 of their stories in parallel is an option. When you venture outside of Daxian, you can explore areas across the continent. Time passes every time you move, so plan your expeditions carefully. Visit towns to purchase local wares,
Anything you'd like?
or gather information that could be useful on your adventure. Travel with your allies to improve everyone's abilities in battle. Enemies will randomly appear on the world map. When you encounter one, a skirmish will begin. Earn experience points by felling your foes. You'll also find dungeons, where you'll collect materials for strengthening weapons, along with other treasures.
Okay.
When you encounter enemies roaming in a dungeon, a turn-based clash that differs from normal battles will begin.
I suppose I must.
In clashes, you can perform attack combos with your allies. Plus, each of the 4 heroes can use abilities that are unique to them. For instance, Dietrich can flush out enemies in hiding, while Theodora can recruit soldiers in towns and send out her assembled troops to gather materials or deploy them in battle.
Will not miss this chance.
Need some help!
Make the most of these commands to enhance your power of battle.
Bold warriors,
devotion in your beating hearts. For those who stand upon the final stage, I shall grant whatever wish you may desire. So say I, the Divine Sovereign, that I vow to you. People of Daxian, hear me now as I declare that the heroic games have begun!
Okay.
In time's flow, see the glow of flames ever burning bright. On the swift rivers drift, broken memories alive. I see that my song has finally reached your ears.
Okay.
5 years after the heroic games, Dagda faces its end at the hands of the revived demon god Balor. Even the 4 heroes who played a significant role in the heroic games have vanished. To confront the situation, the progenitor god, Sophis, calls down a single soul. This is the story's true protagonist. You are given 2 choices. Face the forces of the demon god Balor on your own, with the knowledge that it's no easy task. Or use the time-traveling powers of the goddess Fortuna to change the fates of the 4 heroes. You must carve your path in the hope of saving Dagda from destruction. Those who join you in the future will strengthen the might of your assembled forces. This is where your story begins. The end of the world at the hands of the demon god. Which path will you walk?
The rest is up to you.
Fire Emblem Fortune's Weave launches September 17th, only on the Nintendo Switch 2 system. Pre-orders are available now on Nintendo eShop. The Fire Emblem Fortune's Weave Dagden Collection, which includes a 150-page art book, 12-character art cards, and more will be available the same day. Plus, more Fire Emblem content will be available following this presentation. Nintendo Music, a service that lets you listen to Nintendo game music anytime, anywhere, will be updated with certain tracks from this game, including the main theme, later today. Additionally, the Nintendo Today Smart Device app, which brings you daily updates from Nintendo, will receive a new Fire Emblem theme beginning tomorrow. The app will also feature new information about Fire Emblem Fortune's Weave leading up to launch. There will also be a new Ask the Developer article, in which developers share their thoughts about working on this game on September 15th.
Thanks for watching, everybody.